Okay, so I have some fun new stuff that I want to share with you, and so we're going to sort of revisit some old things that we've done and do a new twist on it and share a sort of a brand new idea that I'm incredibly excited about. So we have been doing this promo for people that want to sponsor. Raise your hand if you're in our summer promo, okay? And our last call was with Shauna Clark, who is a 7 Diamond, and she is amazing. She got the Encourager Award, the Visionary Award. She's a Premier Princess. She's been doing this for 18 years. She just did 1,250 Home Show Club, which if you average that out is 73 home shows a year over 17 years. So that is amazing. So she had a really great call, and she and I had a lot of time to talk, and we sort of brainstormed together and came up with some really fun new things that I want to share with you. Now, you guys have seen the blessing bag. How many of you do the blessings bag or know what the blessing bag is? Okay, so we've talked about that in years past. We have many different ways that we do a sponsoring activity. But it was really cool to find out that Shauna and Jean Fliss actually created it in the 1990s. So hearing it from the person that sort of came up with the idea was pretty cool. She calls it her why bag, and I'm actually going to call it my Levitt bag, and I'm going to explain that to you. But what I want to do is I want to show you what this bag is and why I think you should use it in your shows, because it's going to be really simple. You guys that have been around know that I'm pretty passionate about you knowing your why. You must know your why. If you do not know why you are selling Premier, then you're not going to be successful. And your why could be anything. It can be very simple and it can be very deep and very big, but you need to know what your why is. I mean, if you're in it for a hobby, God bless you, go for it. If you're in it for a 6-figure salary, then let's get you there. But you've got to know your why. And a lot of you have written your why for me, given me a picture, and we have that 4 pages of why we joined Premier Designs. You've seen that, right? If you haven't, you need to read it and figure out your why. But we need to know our why. So I love to share my why, and I have it memorized, and I can just spit it out in 2 minutes. I call it my 2-minute story. But I know that some of you struggle. You can't really spit out your why in a concise, clear format. You're overwhelmed. And so this bag is going to help you to do it, because you're just going to pull funny things out of this bag, and you're going to explain why you love Premier, why you do Premier, how Premier blesses you. You always want to have a funny, and you want to have a money. So you've got to have things in there that shows the money that we make through Premier, and absolutely cash, okay, to show them. And then you need it to be funny. So you want them to laugh. So I'm going to demonstrate it and give you some ideas, and you're going to hopefully laugh and think it's pretty funny. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is, this is the new thing, is that Shauna and I came up with, it was actually her idea. She said, for those sponsoring calls, we need to use them more. We need to get it out to everybody. So what we need is a cover sheet. And from that came a lot of discussion, and I created this cover sheet. And from that came her telling me that I needed to create my own call to go along with the video, okay? So I have redone the video. It is 27 minutes. And I've redone the call, and it is 27 minutes. And it goes over the exact same information. And what's so great is that we have a follow-along paper, and it goes with both. And, I have a master's in education, and so I'm thinking like a teacher. And what do we need to pull out of what we hear so we know they're learning? And what information do we need them to answer so that we can help them to figure out if this is for them or not? And so that's what these questions are all about. So on this paper, I start right off the bat in the call with the trifecta. And that's my little word that I created. I just think it's perfect for what Premier offers. And I want to kick it right off the bat. If they're only going to give me 30 seconds, then that first 30 seconds, I'm going to tell them the trifecta of Premier. And the trifecta is the 50%, the 30%, and the 10%. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I kill those right from the beginning. Tell them about it. So it's right on the paper. Then I ask them right away some questions. And when I do an OP person to person, I'm going to stop and get their answers. But you know what? When we're doing this video, we can still ask them and ask them to write it down. And that way, when they call you as a new jeweler and they tell you, you just ask them, well, what did you put down for what intrigued you about Premier enough to listen? Now you're rolling. You're already doing a good OP because a good OP is about asking questions. What's your biggest concern about starting your own business? Now they're thinking about it. Now we know what to overcome. We're not just going to, go all over the place talking about how much it costs to get in or talking about being scared to get up in front of people. We're going to focus in right on what they're concerned about. So then it goes over some basic facts that they need to make sure that they get, including the cost of all the packages and what it costs to get in. And then it asks the 1 to 10. And I say in the video, don't pick 5. And they still pick 5. But 1 to 10. And then it says, what's your hesitation? And again, more information for you to know how to overcome her objections. And then we end with, list 6 women that could do a show for you. And girls, if she sits down with you or talks to you on the phone and you can hear, what's your answer? What was your hesitation? What's your concern? And then, what number are you on? You've got all the information you need to help her overcome that. And then she's already thought through who she could ask to do a show. You've got that information right in front of you. And if she only has 2 listed, you know what one of her hesitations is, and you can help her brainstorm. But if she's got 6 and 3 more written along the side, then you know you're in really good shape. See the information you're getting just by having her fill this paper out? Okay, so on the front is a cover sheet, and it's catchy. We want it to be eye-catchy. We've got a picture from Premier, and I actually have my phone over here with my website right on it. And what we're going to do is we are going to hand these out, and I'm going to demonstrate this, but we're going to hand it out to every single person at our show. We're not going to ask them if they want it. We don't care. We're going to give it to everybody, okay? We are networking. We are marketing. We are trying to get it out to everybody, okay? Now, she's going to have an opportunity to win one of 2 prizes. If you want to change this for yourself, if you want to up the ante and make it a bigger prize, you go, girl. If you're uncomfortable with the prize, you can change it. You are in control. You are in charge of your own business. Now, what we decided was a $10 gift card to Premier, okay, or to, with us, a jewelry gift certificate, or a free Clip It. And they have to watch the video or listen to the call within 48 hours and then contact you and let you know that they did it. Now, they don't need to give you the filled-in paper. That's too complicated. And maybe they'll just listen to it on the way home. So what they need to do is answer 3 questions. Was it clear? On a scale to 1 to 10, what's your interest level? And would you share this with someone else? Those 3 questions. At least they're going to respond to you. And then you're going to add a Clip It to their order. So you're going to tell them, look, I'm going to wait 48 hours to close this show. You can watch this video. You can listen to this phone call. Contact me. Bing, bang, boom. You got to clip it on your order, okay? If you don't want to clip it, then I'll mail you a gift certificate. And you can use it with me at a future date. Now, how many are going to participate? Well, I did this at my show Friday night. I had about 12 women there. Gave it to all of them. Had a great response. I had 2 women actually complete it within the 48 hours because it was the weekend and contact me. Think about that. That's like 15 or 20% of the people that were there I just did an OP with. I just did an OP with 2 people. I found out what number they are. I have an opportunity. I'm responding to them. I'm opening conversation. It's awesome, okay? And I added all 4 a Clip It, okay? So it's great. Now, what's really important is that you hand this out, but then you go to checkout. Some of us are nervous when we go to checkout to say, you would be awesome on my team. Would you be, do you want to hear some information about Premier? If we were honest in this room, there's probably a lot of you that are afraid to ask that question. And that's why you're not sponsoring. Because if you don't ask, you're not going to ever find out that people are interested. They're just going to keep it in their own little head, and they're not going to share it. So now what we're going to do is they're just going to sit down and I'm just going to go, do you have your paper? Is that easy? Can you say that? Do you have your paper? And she goes, yeah. Are you going to watch? And she says, yeah, I think I will. Awesome. Well, what do you think you'll pick? The Clip It or the gift certificate? The Clip It? Cool. What color? There's 4 colors. I'm having a conversation with her. She's engaged. She's going to tell me. I say, that's awesome. Now, you should just listen on the way home and let me know what you think. I can't wait to hear. Now, what if she says, I am all over this. This is awesome. I cannot wait to hear. This is great. She has a really positive reaction. Then you could say to her, oh, that's great. Well, you should listen right away. And, if you want to meet me for coffee, I'll turn that $10 gift certificate into $25. Do you just want to make a date for coffee? Okay, now I'm like booking my own one-on-one right then and there. And I just staircased myself to that, and it was so simple. Now, I had a couple ladies go, oh, honey, yeah, I'm probably not going to watch that. Okay, moving on. That's all right. Pass it on, give it to somebody else. I had another lady say, oh, let me tell you something. Monday morning, I'm giving this to the girl I work with. She's going to be all over this, okay? She had something to hand her. I gave her a book. I said, well, give her a book, So it's networking. It's marketing. You don't know where it's going to go. I think that this is unbelievably good. I really think this is going to help us. So here's what I'm going to do, and I am going to demonstrate this in a minute. If you go home and in the next 48 hours, you watch my video or listen to my call, and if you've already watched it, it doesn't count. You have to watch it again. You got to watch my video, listen to my call, fill out the paper, okay? Because I'm going to take it up a notch with you so you know what's here. Because if you don't do it, you're not going to share it. You've got to figure out that it's really good. You watch the video or listen to the call, fill out the paper, and get one other person to do it. I don't care if it's your mother. Just ask another human being to watch it. That's not a jewelry lady. So your next door neighbor, your best friend, your coworker, not a jewelry lady. That doesn't work. So get somebody to watch it. Email me, text me, or call me. Let me know that you watched it and you got a friend. Tell me who the friend was within 48 hours. So today's Monday, so Tuesday, by Wednesday night. I'm going to put you in a drawing for $50 in free jewelry. Okay? We all want jewelry, right? So we need to do that, and better not just be one person that does it or I'm going to be mad. So I want like at least 10 people to cooperate and participate, okay? All right, so now what I'm going to do is, do you love this? Do you love this? Does this sound like something? Okay, so what I want to do is I actually want to demonstrate for you what I'm doing in my shows, okay? So that you can visibly see it and visualize how to do this, okay? Now, first of all, I want to tell you a couple other little things that I do in my show because I try to create continuity in my show and have things link all together. I just like to do that. So I need to share a few off-topic things to help you to see how it all works, okay? So one of the things that I did a couple of months ago, which has been nothing but awesome, nothing but awesome, is that I started an on-time drawing. So if the show started at 7:10 we had a drawing. I made sure that the hostess knew it. It's in big bold letters on my invite. They get sent a ticket, the two-sided ticket, in their invitation. They are all arriving on time. I am not exaggerating. It's insane. It is insane. So this is what and I'll tell you what else is good. Yes, they do. It's a clip it, okay? And it's on the invite. So here's the other thing. It gives my hostesses total logic here, total logic of why to remind their guests to come. So it makes sense to them to call. Oh, I've got to remind them to bring their tickets and to be on time because I don't want them to be late. And then, you know how you have that hostess who's like, oh, but Sally's not here yet. Can we just wait? She's stuck in traffic. That happened. And I said, I would love to wait for her, but, we might have an uprising on all those people that made it here on time, so we'll just go ahead and do the drawing. Oh, okay, that makes sense. She totally, again, it's logical. Okay, so I start right at 7:10. I do not wait, 7:10. I'm on it. And they're there. They've got jewelry on there ready to go. So we do the on-time drawing, and it's for a clip-it. So that's the continuity, because remember, the prize is a clip-it. Okay, so here's how I start my show. Okay, so I don't have this yet. I say, okay, ladies, welcome, welcome. We're going to do our on-time drawing. Here's the winner. It's Leslie. Woo! And everybody else is so sad. Hey, don't be sad because every single one of you can win a Clip-It tonight guaranteed. So I'm going to tell you at the end of the show how each and every one of you can add a Clip-It to your order. Okay? Do you love it? Yes, ma'am.
You just add that Clip-It to their...
I add it to their order.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because they've got to go home and, okay, that Clip-It I have.
Okay.
I buy a whole bunch of Clip-Its, and I always buy silver. I have them in the boxes, and I hand it. Now, right now, because I have retired jewelry, I have been having the Clip-It and a piece of retired jewelry because the clip-it is on my invite. So I say, you can have a clip-it or you can have this retired necklace. Which would you like? And some pick the clip-it, believe it or not. So, but they enjoy having that choice. I kind of take it up a notch. Okay, so I say, don't worry about it. We're going to be able to win a clip-it later in the night, and I'm going to teach you all about a clip-it. Okay, so everybody's going to know. And then, of course, I go into my show. Now, I will introduce myself, and I'll say, hey, my name's Julie David, and I have been selling Premier for a little over 6 years, and I absolutely love it. Now, before I sold Premier, I need you all to know that I did not look like this. Okay, it's a little bit different. I didn't quite understand fashion, and I really didn't wear any jewelry. So I have a couple of pictures that I just think is very important for you to see because I'm a former teacher, and I really want to teach you guys how to wear the jewelry. And I'm going to teach you 5 concepts, and I have my pictures in here somewhere. Okay, these are 2 pictures of the old me, and I'm going to pass them around. This is right after I quit my job when I had my twins. I'm a real fashion diva here. And this one is right before I started to sell Premier. And notice my jewelry. Yes, that's a Power Rangers watch. Okay, so I'm going to pass those around. Okay, I think it's really important for you to know that I didn't always look like this. That this person that stands before you has been created by the knowledge that I've learned through Premier and my experience through Premier. So I can't wait until the end of the show when I can tell you how Premier has drastically and radically changed my life, both financially, emotionally, and every way possible. And I just am so excited to share that with you. But before we go there, I'm going to teach you 5 concepts. It's how to take a long necklace and make it short, how to take a short necklace and make it long with a clip-it, or a long necklace and make it short with a clip-it, how to layer, how to frame, and how to build a jewelry wardrobe with a basic necklace and numerous pendants. I know that a lot of you in this room don't know how to wear the jewelry, and so you're sitting there and you're saying, oh, I don't have time. I just don't have time to put jewelry on. But you know what you're really saying? You're saying, I don't have time to learn how to wear the jewelry. And I know how you feel, because that's who I was. I had no idea. I didn't even know how to pick a cute belt or the right shoes. I didn't understand that. It overwhelmed me, so I just didn't do it. But now I know, and that's what I'm here to teach you guys about today. So we're going to learn these 5 concepts. We're going to get all knowledgeable, and we're going to have some fun. So then I go into my jewelry, do all the jewelry, okay, and then I do my booking activity. And then I say, okay, ladies, now, those of you that have seen my show, you know you're supposed to say, love it, right? And then you get Diva dollars, whatever I do with my Diva dollars, okay? So you get Diva dollars for saying love it, and whoever has the most Diva dollars wins a prize, okay? So I say, all right, ladies, so you have been telling me you love it all night long. Now it's my turn to tell you how I love it, okay? This is my Love It bag, and I love Premier. Now, I have to tell you, I mentioned already that I used to be a teacher. So I was a teacher, and I did that for 8 years. And then when I had my twins, I quit my job, and we went from 2 incomes and 2 people to 1 income and 4 people. And it never worked on paper. So I started to babysit twice a week. I did that for 3 years, and I made $500 a month. But you know, we struggled financially. In fact, 1 year, our car died, and we did not buy another one because we couldn't afford a payment in our budget. So we were a 1-car family. My husband will tell you that was his favorite year of his life because we took the baby and the toddlers every morning at 6:30 and drove Daddy to the park and ride so that he could pick up the bus. And then we picked him up at dinner time at 6:30 at night, so not so fun. We did not have cable. We did not go out and buy new clothes for ourselves. In fact, we didn't even go out to eat. We had pizza once a month. We were very happy, but we lived a very simple life. And my mom and dad had to really kick in and help us with boots and winter coats and all that stuff. Well, I was really getting tired of struggling, and I was really getting tired of babysitting. So, I was trapped in my house, right? So I wanted to be done with that. Well, I had a jewelry show, and the jewelry lady said, you should be a jewelry lady. I was like, you're crazy. Listen, I just had this show because I couldn't afford that jewelry, and I wanted a little bit, and this is the first jewelry I've ever had. I don't wear any jewelry. So number 1, I don't wear any jewelry. Number 2, I don't have any money to do this. And number 3, and this is a doozy, I don't have any friends. So I'm pretty sure those are 3 things that you need to be a jewelry lady. But you know what? God had different plans for me. And I kept listening to what she had to say, and before I knew it, 6 ladies said they'd do a show. We got the credit card, and we were able to get the jeweler number. And 14 ladies came to that first show, and it was a $1,000 show. So what does that tell you? That tells you that I had horrible self-esteem. That's what it tells you, because I didn't realize 14 people cared enough about me to come to that show. But let me tell you something fabulous about that show. Premier pays us 50% of everything that we sell. We're a full partner. So that means that in one night I made $500. That's how much it took, how much I made babysitting all month. I was sold. I started to do 6 home shows every month, and in 10 months' time, the rest of that year, we made $25,000 selling jewelry. You know what we were able to do? We were able to buy my husband a car. Yes, he's still driving it today. So we added that into our budget, which was really awesome. What else were we able to do? Oh, 2 years into Premier, we were so confident of the steady income that I was making through Premier, we sold our 1,200 square foot house and bought our 3,000 square foot house. Do you like this? This is a Smurf house. Ours is a little bigger. We bought a house. You know, the other thing that Premier has provided is for my kids. This is them right now. And they have had braces. They're in private school. We just got back from Disney. They all have their own bedroom, which in our little 1,200 square foot house, they were all together. So, I mean, Premier has really, really blessed us. You know the other thing I love about Premier? Oh, yeah. The support. No, this isn't my size. But I love that Premier gives us wonderful training and really supports me and has taught me all of this so that I know the cute clothes to wear and the jewelry combinations to do. And I have learned so much over the years about myself, about jewelry, about fashion, about running a business, and it's all because of Premier. Okay. You know what else I love? Yes, these are handcuffs. I'm not handcuffed to my house anymore babysitting. I'm not handcuffed to anybody else's schedule. I'm in control of when I want to work, how much I want to work, if I don't want to work, when I want to go on vacation, if I want off work early. I make my own hours, so nobody else is controlling that. And I love that Premier not only teaches me so much stuff, but recognizes me. These are some of the awards that I have won in Premier, and almost all of these represent free jewelry. So not only do they teach me, guide me, help me, support me, but they reward me. And I love those pats on the back, and I love getting free jewelry. Okay? I love Premier. Now, the money is fabulous. 50% is amazing. You know, I started making $25,000, but now I'm in a 6-figure salary, and that's what Premier can do. It can be a hobby or it can be a career, and it can change your life. My husband will tell you that the money is fabulous. We obviously have a very comfortable lifestyle now because of Premier, but the greatest thing Premier has done for me is they've helped me to see myself through new glasses. Now, I see myself as the confident, courageous woman that is fashionable and stylish that God created me to be. And, you know, it's funny, but that is really serious stuff because we are very happy that I am so self-confident now compared to who I was 6 years ago. And that's because of Premier. And this is my favorite thing about my job because I want to do this for each and every one of you. We all as women struggle with self-esteem, every single one of us. And I think Premier and what we teach and how we help women can really put an end to that. So, I have something for you. I have a prize. I am going to give each and every one of you one of these papers. Okay, so you all have to take one. Okay, everybody gets one. Now I just want you to look at this for me. This is just a little video or phone call that you're going to do in the next 48 hours. You can pass those around. Okay, so it's 3 easy steps to get a prize. I told you at the beginning that everybody had a chance to win a Clip It. So all you got to do is watch a little video made by me that tells a little bit more about my story, a little bit about Premier and why it's such an amazing company. You can either watch a YouTube video or you can listen to a phone call. And then you just need to contact me before I close the show, so you have 48 hours. If you listen to this call and you answer 3 simple questions, you tell me, was it easy to follow? On a scale to 1 to 10, what's your interest level? And would you share this with someone else? If you call me, text me, email me, and let me know the answers to that, then you can pick your prize. You can either pick a clip-it of your color, whatever one you want. I'll add it to this order for free. Or I can mail you a jewelry gift certificate to use with me later. Do you love it? I love it. It's awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go over our guest survey. And then I'll move right into guest survey and end. Okay? So do you love it?
Yep.
Now the critical thing is at checkout to go, do you have that paper? You know? Are you going to watch it? What do you think? Okay? Lori. Yeah, I do it at the end. I do that beginning, like teasing them. And then here's my philosophy on it, because you can do any time. There's different reasons for different people and different personalities. For me, I kind of love that by the end, they're like, oh, you know, you taught us so much. That was fun. They kind of like me more, and I feel like then they're more eager to kind of hear my story. So for me, that's how I like to do it, but I like setting it up a little bit at the beginning too. And for me, those pictures are really important. They might not be as important for you. But for me, I think they can look at me and say, you're stylish, the jewelry, it all looks so great on you. I hear that from them. I need to establish with them that they do not need to look like the jewelry lady to be a jewelry lady. We will learn how to look like a jewelry lady. You know, we can teach you those things if that's what you want. And so I think that that's really critical if, you got to check those figures out because it's really sad.
So how long is your show? How much you do jewelry combos and how long?
My show is not short, Lori. My show is easily 40 to 45 minutes. That's the truth. Yeah, it is long, but nobody has ever gotten up and left. Like, they enjoy it, the jewelry. So you've got to know yourself, people, and that's why I worry about letting them look at the book, because if you do not engage them, if you're not like Lindsay and Leslie up here, having fun and a good time and, showing jewelry, making fun of themselves when they can't get the jewelry on and off, if you're nervous and you're kind of quiet and timid and you're having a hard time, some of them are going to be uncomfortable. If they've got that book, they're going to be looking through it. And now you're even more uncomfortable because they're totally not paying attention to you. So, don't be afraid to say, don't make me use my teacher voice. I like you, not to be looking through the book, because you want them to pay attention to you. Does anybody else have any questions? Yes, Jonna. I decided for now we're going to do the 3 questions because I talked to Shauna about it and she thought, we can't ask too much of these people. We just want to get them in front of the information. Now, what I do, I have another cover sheet. I make all of my hostesses watch this video, and I have for months. Okay, and that was back when the video was 42 minutes. Now it's only 27. It's a lot better. But I make my hostesses fill that paper out. And if I'm going to meet with someone, I need them to fill that paper out. Okay, so my hostesses fill that paper out. Then I give them this. And I always present it at the show, and I show it to them at the show. I show it when they book a show. So I buy these at Marshall's. This one was $10. They have smaller ones. I like these better than the ones that are on the incentive site because they're just a little, this is double-sided, and it's just kind of cute and fun. And so what I do is I say, hey, if you watch that video, by the time I home hostess coach you and I can go over the answers to that paper, you need to literally give me that paper, then I will present this to you at my show. At your show, because I am hoping to turn it into a training show. So I need them to fill the paper out. Lindsay.
Well, just a thought. Amber redid the tic-tac-toe board, and she put the call on the back of the tic-tac-toe board and made one of the squares.
Excellent. Right. So she put the answers to the call on the back of the tic-tac-toe board, and I have that on the tic-tac-toe board, which says, listen to me about the Premier Designs opportunity, and that's what I do. I say, that is watching the video now. And so that way when I go and home hostess coach them, I don't need to go and hit all those highlights. I just go over their answers on the paper. So that's perfect. So if, for your hostesses, you might not have, that is excellent. That is really good. You might not need the cover sheet for your hostess because you're going to basically require her to do it. So she just prints it right on the back of the tic-tac-toe board and says, that way she doesn't lose the paper. Hey, this bottom middle block is the back. Watch this video, listen to this call, fill it in. Excellent. Anybody else? Do you like it? Who's going to go home in 48 hours and watch the video or listen to the call? Okay, very good. Do it, do it, do it. And then get a friend to do it. You know, make it a goal. Kim Adams and I were talking about, and she said she's made it a personal goal to get 100 people to listen to the call. It's just, she's going to literally write it down. She's just going to keep track and give out prizes and get 100 people. It's the best way to get the information out there. I think Premier sells itself, don't you? We just have to get it in front of people. People do not realize how awesome it is. And you need to remember, you chose to do it. You chose to do it, and you're still doing it.
You can't use the reason it's pushy.
It's not pushy, right? It's so
putting
not,
it in
you're
there.
giving a prize. It's not pushy. You just need to get the information out.
And everybody gets it, you don't choose who gets it.
Yes, right? Everybody gets it. Okay,
I have
yes.
one more question, because I printed all your sheets out.
Oh, good. Let me show them.
What do you use for the different for?
Okay, so you could either do, and I grabbed them, but I don't know. You could use the Draper gift certificate, the gift card. I just made these up because Shauna said have something easily, you know, so I made these up. This is a gift certificate. I prefer the gift certificate because it just makes more sense to me. And you put your name on it, and you can choose if you want it to expire or not expire. Okay, it's up to you. Elizabeth Draper never has her stuff expire. Because at least it keeps her name in front of them, and they may come 6 months later, a year later, but what's the difference? So you can decide, and this I made in a postcard form, so you can literally just write a note, put a postcard stamp on it, and mail it out to her. So it's just kind of whichever, just two varieties. And you might want to use these for something different. They're just on the website. I'm going to put them on the website, and you can, you know, figure it out from there. Anybody else? You can also get those gift cards on the incentive site, or you can get them from the Drapers. So, okay, so we're going to do our